Hello everyone and welcome to another beer review from the Czech Republic. Thank you very much for watching today. It's Saturday. The first kind of football matches, the first German football matches have finished. I found out today that I have also live second Bundesliga games on my O2 TV package, so that's fantastic. I was able to watch a couple of games today, or at least, kind of have them streamed and listen to the commentary while I was doing a few things around the house. But I was always under the impression I only get the first Bundesliga, but apparently I get the second as well, at least from this year maybe. I don't know, I didn't notice it last year. So that's really good news. Watching Hertha Berlin getting their first 3 points of the season today with a big 5-0 win against Fürth. And then now just finished Union Berlin, winning in Darmstadt 4-1, even though there were one man less for the majority of the game. In the 20th minute, they had one man sent off. And then Darmstadt scored 1-1, but then Union just kind of pulled back and, they won 4-1. Absolutely fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to the evening game, which will be Mönchengladbach against Leverkusen, which I hope will be a good game as well. And then obviously, making dinner as well. So I'm gonna make something typical German today for my Czech partner, a Berlin currywurst with the kind of, at least I'm trying to recreate that original kind of currywurst sauce taste. Let's see how I get on with it. The last time I did it, it turned out quite well. So I will try. I will try it again, and I will actually try to document it as well. And maybe on my Facebook page, I will post some pictures and the recipe as well, in case you would like to try. But enough about the German stuff. Let's focus on the Czech stuff, because today I'm going to try a really traditional Czech lager, a Czech pale lager from the city of Trutnov, and it's the Krakonoš 12 degrees pale lager. So Krakonoš 12 degrees pale lager. And Trutnov, and this is where the name is coming from as well. Trutnov is located at the very foot of the giant mountains, the giant mountain range, or the kind of Krakonoš mountain range, if you want to call it that, which is in the very north of the Czech Republic, in the Hradec region, bordering Poland. So the mountain range is divided between Czech Republic and Poland, and Trutnov is a beautiful town. Very, very nice town, small town. If if you ever wonder which places to visit while you're in the Czech Republic, I mean, apart from Prague and the obvious destinations, Trutnov is a great place to visit. It's a beautiful, beautiful area of the country. Great for hiking, great for winter sports as well. Obviously, if winter really kicks in, last year wasn't that great, but hiking definitely. It's very relaxing there, and of course, great beer. So the Krakonoš brewery is really recognized in the Czech Republic as it's a brewery that creates great beer. And now I'm not lying to you. I've had this before, so I know exactly what to expect. But I still wanted to share this with you, and maybe also get your feedback if you have had this before, what your thoughts were. It's a pale lager, 12 degrees. It comes with 5.1% alcohol content. If I remember, it's been a while since I've had this. If I remember correctly, it's got a decent bitterness attached to it, and a very high drinkability. So I'm really looking forward to just getting stuck into this and get kind of ready for my cooking of currywurst later, and then obviously for the evening game of the German Bundesliga too. So looking forward to it. Now, unfortunately, I didn't prepare myself. I have to use a lighter. My bottle opener is somewhere over there, but it's not a problem. I just don't like doing it on videos because it looks a bit weird. But it's got a nice bottle cap as well. I'm not sure if you will be able to see it. Where's the camera? Here it is. Very nice bottle cap, which is kind of reflecting here the logo. I really like this. It's really nice stuff. Let's see. It's just a great first impression. I really absolutely love this. Yesterday there was a discussion in one of the Facebook groups, the German Czech Republic fans kind of Facebook group, whether or not only Pilsner Urquell can create such a great foamy head. No, the majority of Czech beers should be able to give you that head. It depends on how clean the glass is and the wetness inside as well in the glass. If there's a little bit of wetness in the glass, the better the head will be. And I think this is a really, really nice first impression. That golden color and then that thick, creamy, foamy head. Absolutely beautiful. Nastragi. Oh, I just don't even know what to say. I hope you can see it in my face how great this is. It's just so easy to drink. It didn't take. Glass is almost half empty. It's just so easy to drink, particularly on a warm summer day like today. Although today we only had about 28, 29 degrees. It was cloudy. But it's still warm, right? And it's a bit humid as well. So, this is absolutely great because, it comes straight from the fridge. It's nice and cold. And it's got such a high drinkability that it just goes down so easy. Now, obviously, on a hot summer day, if the sun would be shining, that could also be a bit dangerous because, with 5.1% alcohol content, although it's not really a lot, it's kind of average, but because it has this high drinkability, you can be tempted to have a couple of them within a short period of time, which of course then will have an impact. But I don't think it's anything negative. I think it's absolutely great. It's just so well balanced. In the first, what I do get is first of all that refreshness, which is absolutely great. But then I get a maltiness, a nice malty tones that are really coming through nicely, but very, very nicely balancing the beer. Really, really nicely built into. And then as you finish, there is a really nice hop bitterness that lasts as well. But it's not an aggressive bitterness. It's a nicely balanced bitterness that slowly comes through. It stays for a while and then it slowly fades. Absolutely great stuff. I really love this. I have some more. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful stuff. And that's what I said. The Krakonoš brewery, I think, I've never heard anybody saying they didn't like their beers. It's just one of these beers that people seem to agree that, it's just great. They have different beers. They have an 11 degrees pale lager as well, which is also good. But I think this one is really their flagship beer. Obviously, people have different preferences. Some people would prefer the 11 degrees, maybe, or the 10 degrees pale draft beer. I think they have a dark beer as well, which probably some people would prefer as well. But for me, the 12 degrees pale lager is, it's just absolutely perfect. It's an outstanding beer. And I've never heard anybody saying they didn't like beers from the Krakonoš brewery. Never. And I can only confirm by my own experience and by having this right now, that the beer that comes out of this brewery is just fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Which then brings me to a point, and maybe that's the reason why they're so fantastic, is because they're not available, everywhere in the Czech Republic. You don't get them when you just go to a normal supermarket. You won't find them there. You can buy them at the brewery, you can buy them at specialized beer shops. Some local supermarkets, might have them. But the majority of the major supermarket chains, they won't stock this unless it is a shop in the kind of Trutnov area or Kralova area. But here in the northeast of the country, it doesn't matter which supermarket I go to, I can't find this. I have to order this online, or I have to go to Trutnov. And today I ordered this online from rolik.cz, so we had them delivered. Because today I just didn't fancy driving anywhere for shopping, because we had to do some shopping. So we just got the Rolik guys to come out and deliver our groceries. And I decided to have one of these because I don't usually get to buy them, unfortunately. But I think that might be the secret of their greatness, because it's not a brewery that just keeps producing in mass quantities. And maybe this is why they are so great. They're not a small family brewery, don't get me wrong. When you go to Trutnov, you will see it's actually quite a big kind of complex, and it's a big operation. But it seems like they're not producing, like the likes of Radegast or Gambrinos or, whatever the case may be. And then, just kind of keep producing in mass quantities and then ship them out to supermarkets. They don't do this. They're not available everywhere. And I think this is what makes them so great. Taking care of what you do and stay within, your kind of capacity in order not to mess with the quality of the beer. I absolutely love this. It's really, really great stuff, and I can only recommend it. So just to sum it up, Krakonoš, 12 degrees, pale lager, 5%, 5.1% alcohol content, from the Krakonoš brewery in Trutnov. And if you ever have the chance to go to Trutnov, I can definitely recommend it. They have a nice shop at the brewery as well, where you can purchase the beer, some merchandise, glasses, some souvenirs as well. And, you can do, some sightseeing, hiking, and during the winter, some winter sports as well. And, if you haven't been to Poland, you can combine it with a trip to Poland, because it's not far from the border, so you can, see another country if you haven't been to Poland yet. So really, really great stuff. Highly recommended beer, and highly recommended to visit Trutnov as a town for sightseeing, hiking, and of course the beer. If you've had Krakonoš before, if you have been to Trutnov, let me know in the comments what your thoughts were, what was your experience. Subscribe to my channel for more beer reviews here from the Czech Republic, and I really hope I will see you again in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.